In the world of full contact sports, mixed martial arts tops the list in terms of violence. Fighters are often bloodied and battered at the end of a match, and those are the winners. But that seems to be what fans like. And as Brianna Keeler tells us, the sport is gaining in popularity.
It's a sport that tests a fighter's endurance and will. It's called mixed martial arts, a combination of boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, judo, and jiu-jitsu.
It's probably one of the toughest, if not the toughest sport to compete in.
Mixed martial arts was introduced in the United States in the early 90s with little regulation and was quickly labeled too violent by critics. Back in 1995, Arizona Senator John McCain wanted it banned altogether.
It appeals to the lowest common denominator in our society.
This style of fighting emphasizes repeated punches, kicks, elbows, and knees, all of which McCain labeled as too savage. But the sport has a fan base. Washington recently hosted its first MMA event with a near sellout crowd on hand.
I think I'm in shock. I can't believe people would really fight that hard to hurt each other. So I just got to see it.
Organizers say they take the safety of the fighters into account, but medical experts suggest there is still room for improvement.
The head injuries is still very high. If you look at a recent study, approximately 28% of the match stoppages were due to blunt head trauma. And that's a very high percentage. We'd like to see that percentage go down.
MMA organizers contend they've made the sport safer by using highly trained referees and eliminating some of the more dangerous techniques. The end result, 19 states and Washington, D.C. now allow promoters to stage mixed martial arts events. And Senator McCain says he's satisfied.
I don't particularly care for it, but I don't have objection to it now that they've changed the rules so that it is far less barbaric.
You're going to have people who are a little, apprehensive about it because it is a violent sport. But as long as people want to do it and there's a market for it, I say let it happen.
There are several mixed martial arts brands out there for fight fans, and with annual revenue in the tens of millions of dollars, the sport appears to be here to stay. Brianna Keeler, CNN, Washington.